Okay, okay. We should be live. Just check. Confirm. Are we live? Okay, we are. So, today is the day where we're gonna be finishing the world quest and maybe even do a little bit more of the extra quests that are there. But right now we have to finish the world quest, and I believe the idea was to talk to everybody. Um, no, there's more. What matters if the attack? No, no, no. Where is it? Okay, I think that's the one. Yep. So the idea is to talk to everyone, so we're gonna be doing that first. We gotta talk to everybody. So let us start talking with everybody, like literally every single NPC, because you don't really say that talk to everyone unless you're going to do something irreversible. Anyway, only when you shatter the gate of chaos with a single step will you find the way. Tell me about your era. I do not believe there is anything particularly exceptional about my time. At that time, everyone situated themselves around Mountain Tianheng. Those who had the strength engaged in blacksmithing, while the others, agile of body, would venture into the hills of Haunted Forge. Morax. He was neither Rex Lapis nor the Geolord then, called himself Mr. Mo. The divine artifact remains, and chaos has been kept at bay. The world is at peace. Dwell I shall, for now, in this corner of the mortal world. I have been appraised of what happened after the world became topsy turvy, and Mr. Mo's corner of the world subsequently became much bigger. So he was alive when uh, Zhongli was in Morax. That's in, that's insane. Why are all you obsessed? Why are you also obsessed with comparing the combat power of various personalities? Why ever not? Why have the time and the knowledge to do so? We have the time and knowledge to do so. That's all. You know what? Fair point. Fair point. Also, goodbye. Endless are the entanglements of the world, and inescapable are the boundless decrees of fate. Okay. So in this level on the left side, I can only see him. Pretty sure there is nobody else here. Ooh, I'll take that. Yeah, doesn't seem like there's anybody else here. And I'll check the other side. Nope, doesn't seem to be anybody in here. I'll pick that up later. Oh, there's somebody here. Kongshe. Dreams, illusions, bubbles, and shadows. Why labor to grasp them? Even if you study the principles for 1,000 years, if you keep your mind completely still and unborn, you simply won't understand. So, are you looking for a book? Have you ever been here before? Huh? Then you understand. Understand? Understand what? When you need to sleep, sleep. When you need to understand, understand. You should head back now. When the world ends, just go with it. Is that something you should be saying? Alright, hold on. No, how about no, I haven't? Then you understand. And how could I understand that? When you need to sleep, sleep. Okay. Okay, so all of it just goes to the single down. This guy's a weirdo, bro. Let's pick this up. No, this is Vera's Melancholy. What an interesting name. I didn't mean to investigate that. I was picking up the book or whatever was there anyway. Um, doesn't appear to be anything more here. If I do this, okay. Doesn't look like there's anybody. Oh, there's somebody else over there, hiding in the corner. Okikuni. 3,000 ranks of blade and spear, 10,000 folds of mountain gear. Tell me about your era. It's really more like a collection of my personal memories. Of the fox in the moonlight, of the giant skeleton in the wild that tried to pluck the moon to use it as its eye, of the winds of winter, the long journey of the gods. Interesting. What do you think is the most important element of a story? The number of people in the protagonist's party. The number of people in the protagonist's party. It's so important you said it twice. If we're talking about an epic, having a four-person party would be too few, but 108 would be a few too many. In my opinion, 8 is the perfect number. Okay. Bye. Goodbye. 8 people in a party. No, he's not wrong, but I think even 8 is a bit too much. Because in a story, you more than likely have to develop each of their personalities. So I think the middle ground probably is 6. Like 6 people in a story, in my opinion, would be just perfect. What the heck? For Egeria's sake, Vinidia, I'm never going to get this done. Not at this rate. Can you go pester Clesarius or Cleland instead? Huh? Dr. Lemuel pretended to be a citizen of Mondstadt and got an audience with the Shogun of Inazuma. With her help, the doctor secured a spot on one of the Yashiro Commission's ships and returned to Dorman Port. Damn it, this whole segment has absolutely nothing to do with the rest of the plot. The only usable part is this idea about summoning the spirits of dead heroes into Inazuma and having them beat each other to death. Window Ganeta di Uxelo bro. Stop knocking, I beg of you. I'm right. For the love of something, anything, just take this and go host more tea parties with Hilda, alright? Okay, that is funny. That is really funny. Um, I guess the rest of the areas are just books. Can I get to that? Like, oh, there is someone here. But I believe we've talked to her before. Staying in high places allows me to sense the scent of danger sooner. Sorry, it's just a bad habit from the past. What are you doing? I'm braiding ropes. When I walked on the ground, ropes were our song. The children whose births I did not witness told me that great houses of the north taught them how to weave woven scrolls. But those fabrics were too bulky. If their great houses were attacked by others, or burned by the great ruler above our heads, those fabrics couldn't be hidden away as quickly as a rope. Since I can walk forever, unlike the brutal man who abducted me, I must sing. I must carve these stories down. Vinita says that this is a good thing. The ones who abducted you? Ah, Kuahu Headsley, the seventh man who claimed to be the successor of Cha. He slaughtered everyone in my great house, yet he let me live to serve as his concubine. He believed that as long as he mastered the phlogiston, he could end the era of the great ruler above our heads. But in the eyes of the great rulers, he was nothing more than an infant wielding a rusted knife. The great Lord Ixrok Ratik Obla Kalahun did not even deign to appear in person. She merely granted me the power of vengeance so that I might repay blood with blood. And so I did, pitting the man beneath the water. It took far less effort than I had initially thought. Ooh, high places. Here it's high up and you can see far and wide. It's a good place to hide. In our Kalpul, being on the ground is considered dangerous. Even if the great rulers above us don't decide to wipe us out on a whim, then other Kapuli will still come to plunder us. Perching on the cliff and in the trees like the Quetzals allows us to flee calamity before it strikes. There are no noble beast lords here, nor conquerors who enjoy flaying skin. It's safe, but I'm used to securing an escape. Okay, her story is pretty interesting. So, like, some guy who wanted to be king or just beat the great ruler was the one who murdered her entire tribe and took her as a concubine. That's kind of sad, but at least she got to have her revenge. It's not gonna bring back the people that died, but at least she got her revenge. Uh, Now let's see here. Oh yeah, there is somebody here. Uh, Nothing here. Uh, bu- bu- Diotim. Are you new here? Don't be nervous. The fact that you can understand me means nothing went wrong during the uplifting process. Uh, who are you? I am Diotima of Meriopis, one of the very first inhabitants here. Okay, so whoever has this kind of clothing with what is it called? Like a leaf crown on their head is probably one of the oldest people that are supposed to be here. Anyways, when I arrived, there were no collections of books, only a desolate wilderness. Back then, I was a boatman, responsible for sending wandering souls into the silver shining ships, bound for the moon capital above the clouds. Come to think of it, it's not much different from what I do now. The moon capital? What is that? Ah, I suppose people nowadays wouldn't even know. In my time, three bright moons still hung in the sky, and upon each resided many lunar envoys. Back then, noble souls did not head for the depths of the ancient tree. Instead, they followed the trail of the envoys to sleep eternally in the cities above the moon. I never actually visited the moons myself, but it must be a place as peaceful as it is here. Oh well, sorry to burst your bubble. Two of them are gone. I'm fine. That's good. If anything comes up, feel free to reach out to me anytime. What was the other option in the first dialogue? And what do you do now? I wouldn't call it a job, it's more like work I found to feed myself. As an old timer who's lived here so long, I provide guidance to the newcomers who have just arrived. But once you settled into the life here, you're unlikely to run into any real trouble. After all, whether you are wealthy or poor, it makes no difference here. Interesting. Um, let's search downward. There is someone here too. Okay, it's a good thing I'm looking everywhere. Benita. Oh, she's the one. Watch your step, dear. This place is teeming with books. despite a headache if you accidentally tumbled into one of the stranger books. Now, who are you? My name is Vicente de Uxeloborgi. Hard to pronounce, isn't it? It's so long that even I can't be bothered to say it. Just go with what the Romurians do and call me Vinidia. Mr. Castiglione mentioned that the descendants of the High Sea would call me the Madam Snow-winged Goose. But there's no need for you to use that. It makes me sound like some strange old crone. I was once the queen of Uxelobrogi. As for now, I'm just an ordinary fairy tale writer. Queen? Honestly, there wasn't much of a difference. When I was queen, my only job was to smile and nod. Having nothing better to do, I spent my time penning fairy tales in secret. Whether it was surrendering to the Remorians or the High King of the Eremorica, those were decisions made by the Regency elders. So you see, even when the deity brought me to this place, no one actually cared. Besides, this way I won't be forced to go to Eremorica to pay my respects, put on a fake smile, and listen to those barbarians who don't even bathe. Sorry, I mean my venerable compatriots. Anyway, I'm spared from listening to them and that woman bickering endlessly over how many people they should kill. Honestly, she deserves to stay single for the rest of her life. A wonderful ending, wouldn't you say? What's that book over there? As you can see, it's just a storybook that's been knocked over. A never ending tea party, a clock that runs backwards, talking penguins, and a princess of flowers. In short, nothing but useless fairy tale. A never ending tea party. That's interesting. After all, fairy tales are written for children who refuse to go to sleep, and the children here, my dear friend, have been awake for far too long. What's that room over there? Oh, my dear. Oh, my dear, it would be best not to disturb him. Mr. Bickerstaff has quite the temper. Writers who wrestle with satire but can't quite finish the novel often end up like that. Her Majesty, the High King of Aremorica, has more than a few such fellows in her service as well. In a sense, I suppose you could call it a kind of knightly spirit. I mean, we did kind of already bother him, so. Goodbye, dear. Watch your step. Don't fall into the rabbit holes. Oh, 'cause Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, that was a nice reference. Um, Mr. Grey Cat. Wow. Meow. It's already time for the tea party. Meow. I wonder if they're lost. Meow. Oh, it's you, Miss Golden Traveler. You must be the chosen hero. Meow. Would you help me look for my friends? And who might your friends be? Oh, and of the two ladies who aren't here yet, one is a kitty that can talk just like me, but unlike me, she's an orange tabby meow. My other friend is a very polite lady, Poodle. A canine, true, but a most genteel one nevertheless, meow. Even though one of them is a cat and the other a dog, whenever we sit down for tea together, we always have a wonderful time, meow. Please, for the peace of Mio or Annapolis, lend me a paw, meow. What? This is where we agreed to meet, but my friends still haven't arrived, meow. Our chosen hero, would you mind helping me look around for them? Okay. Um, nope, nope. Oh, there's the orange tabby. There we go. Meow, your swordsmanship leaves quite the impression. My thanks to you, esteemed knight from lands of horror. Those arrogant brutes won't be troubling my people's home ever again. Now then, what brings you to my court? Court? Since this is a fairy tale, this must also be part of the fairy tale world then. On behalf of Mr. Grey Cat, you extend an invitation. I understand. And you have my thanks, esteemed knight from lands afar. I shall heed your wise counsel and set forth at once. Bro, So the other one is also still in. Do I have to keep going maybe? Maybe there's something in here? Or maybe. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I have to open it up only half. Okay. Because it does show stairs, right?
あっちゃベランダの花がまた枯れてる。毎日水やりしてるのに。もしかして逆にやりすぎ？
Where is the other guy? Where's the poodle? Maybe he's in the other room? Um. Okay. I know the hand is constantly pointing there, but like. The cat was here, the poodle is just not. The poodle is here. Okay. Um. I have to go through there.
じゃあ行くよ。よっと。
There we go. Oof. What is it, Miss Golden Traveler? Is there something I can help you with? On behalf of Mr. Grey Cat, you extended an invitation. Oh, is it already? Is it time already? Thank you, Wolf. If I weren't so busy, I'd have gone to invite Miss Tabby myself. If I'd done that, perhaps Mr. Grey Cat might have. Cat or dog, we are all capable of getting along in peace. Yes, we can. Anyway, I should head to the tea party now. Thank you for the reminder. Alright, now to get it back to the tea party. Can I just open this? Um. Where am I? Oh, I'm back here. Wait, where was the tea party even? Right here. Well then. Meow. Everyone is finally here, Meow. Thanks to you, Miss Golden Traveler. Our happy tea party can finally begin, Meow. Why the long face, Miss Tabby? Have something sweet and you'll find your spirits lifting in no time. Wow. I can't sit here. But I guess all of them are having fun. Yeah, everyone is finally here. Our happy tea party can finally begin. I can't really talk to anyone else. But that was fun. I didn't even know that was like, what call it? Like attached to a chest. I just thought those guys were, there. Oh, Parmenides. Your footsteps carry a sticky sound. You've just come from the outside, haven't you? Outside? You mean outside the temple of space? Or rather, the illusory world of the senses. Everything there is far too unstable. The sky changes colors, nations rise and fall, even memories fade away. That is why I'm so grateful to be here, a paradise in an eternal stillness. Unfortunately, thanks to those fellows who love creating new things, even this place has become unsafe lately. That's why I'm forced to hide in this corner of the Mahawaipula chamber. Don't you want to go out and have a look? I assume it's Meg Sao who sent you here to persuade me. That nihilist is the very incarnation of this illusory world. I suggest you speak with him as little as possible. Sorry, I think I've taken a wrong turn. It's alright, just try to keep the noise down when you leave. I think I've gotten everything from here now. And we can take a look around, but I don't believe there are any more people here. Although you would think that this at least level would have a lot of people, because it is quite literally their main level. Especially with this library area over here. You would think there would be someone here, but there probably is. Right. I think I've talked to everybody in the Temple of Space. Um, and try going to the outside and then taking a look. Maybe there's someone there, but yeah, I've cleared this temple. Okay, now let's go to this area. That looks pretty beautiful. Let's start with the right hand side. Nobody. Anybody in there? Oh, I can just get in here. That's fine. Oh, that is mad funny. connects to the main area. Surprising that nobody's here. Wow, it's like a box of watermelons and then you get a cabbage and an apple from it. That's amazing. Not a watermelon. No, 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 that would be too much. You get a freaking cabbage and an apple. And those two aren't even related to each other. One's a vegetable and the other's a fruit. What are we doing? Well, this place has a whole lot of nobodies. Like, straight up, there is nobody. Oh, there's someone here. Kano. Oh, traveler. I'm here hunting for the perfect moment. If I could just catch the cranes gathering together, it would make a splendid scene for my 8 seasonal views of cranes among bamboo and stone. Last, the cranes won't land, so the artist must learn patience. So, do I like put a fish down in the plate? Ah! That is amazing. I haven't fished in ages. Like, ages, ages. Uh, how do I do this? Do I just go back to Mondstadt? I know Clea likes to go fish blasting near Starfield Lake, so I'll go there. Let's see. Gotta be some fish around this place. Where's all the fish? There's always fish in this place. Oh, there it is. Right, gotta catch me some. Got 2 fish there. Come on. 3, 5. Okay. We have 5 in total. That should be enough. Simple space. Um, let's teleport here. I'll figure out after we go there. This is... I don't remember where this place is. Maybe I teleport here? Even more confusion. Maybe he was over here somewhere? Oh, there he is. Actually, this might be the best spot for looking out for more people. Just teleport over there and then scout. I got you your fish. That reminds Paimon. We seem to have many pictures. Oh. Reminds me that we've lost a little too much of dialogue. I can't even talk to him anymore. Alright, let's go back up there. And then we'll glide around and maybe take a look if we're missing anything. Nobody here. Oh, there's a little bit of a thingy here with more limestone. There's also a lot of empty areas in here. Wonder why. Like, why is this empty area even here? What's the purpose? Why isn't Paimon telling me that I can explore the area ahead of me later? Okay, there's somebody here. Huh? Looks like there's another painting over here. Ah, very sharp. A bunch of youngsters calling themselves heirs of the Guha clan once commissioned Castiglione to paint it. They claim it's their prized training ground. But they're an awfully proud lot. They think themselves peerless masters already, far above such basic drills, so they handle the painting off to me. Wait, aren't you with the Guha clan? Well, I'd love to claim that. Alas, the Lad Guha would probably wouldn't dare to put me in. Back when we were clearing out bandits at the Guili Plain, the boy nearly got himself killed for lack of proper training. I had no choice but to. Ah, never mind. All interesting business, though this painting now, that's a different matter. If you're curious, go on and unroll it. No great loss if you tear it. Castiglione is idle most days anyway. I'll have him paint another. Ah. This is probably gonna unlock a boss. Alright, one second.
ずいぶん走り回ったし、そろそろ休もう。座って休憩。 まだ終わってない鍛造以来、
Alright, back.
あと
Sorry, I
何
was
件
talking
あっ
with a
たっけ？
friend. Alright, let's
一つ、二つ。そんな多くないみたいだし。
okay,
出
this
しとく。
definitely unlocks the challenge. Heh, no matter how many times I see it, it still makes no sense to me. I've never heard of anyone honing their swordsmanship by chopping bamboo. Bamboo? Oh my god. Bamboo. That lad Goha really did have some strange ideas in that head of his. Bamboo can be woven into baskets, carved into slips, shaped into flutes or tally rods, even made into writing brushes. But using it as stakes or trading weapons, now that's a new one. Quite the innovation, I suppose. Alright then, you two, since the scroll has been unrolled, I'll speak on behalf of those little Guha clan disciples and lay out the rules. Among those bamboo dummies, some are dressed in blue, while others are dressed in red. The first stage of this trial is simple. Strike the ones in blue and do not hit the ones in red. Oh, we're doing this, are we? If you're ready, you may begin anytime. Let me witness the sharpness of your blade. Hey, you know what? Might as well. We got Goro anyway. We gotta hit the red ones. Defeat all the dummies in blue. I see. Avoid the red ones. Hit the blue. Probably him. Okay, bro. Would have been better to just do this. What the hell?
流れて。
It appeared out of nowhere.
響け、角のね。
Excellent. That's a wrap. Thank you both. That was a real delight. Your skills are truly impressive, blonde youngsters. I dare say you're far stronger than the kid Guha. Well done, me. Thanks to the two of you, I've had a rare moment of my inside fix. Fish paste really does need a bit of freshly minced meat mixed in to bring out the flavor. Leave it too long, there's no masking the fishiness. Ah, fair point. Wait. Does that seem related at all, doesn't it? Ah, never mind such trifles. Next time I have Castiglione paid me a few more fish. I'll treat you both to some proper fish paste. Never had fish paste in my life. Um, now what do I do? Do I just go back here? Oh, there is someone here. Kano, why don't you stop scurrying around and finish that folding screen for now? You better figure out how you'll paint that waterfall first. For Egeria's sake, who on earth would use scattered perspective to paint a waterfall? Hmm. Oh, my apologies. A new face, I see. I thought you were cut off from the sound of your footsteps. What are you doing here? Painting, as you can see. But let's get one thing straight before you get the wrong idea. I may be skilled at painting animals, but the animals I paint are not meant for eating. Wait, so you're saying we can eat your art? The people I paint appear in the flesh, and so the beast in my painting may as well be on the plate. Ah, that said, I do hope you won't be like that Miss Jingui from Liyue who keeps pestering me to paint nothing but fish fillets. He is Castiglione. Art, venerable art, regardless of the era, its core purpose should be the salvation of the human soul and the cultivation of one's character. It should guide us towards a higher spiritual realm with truth, goddess, and goodness and beauty. For instance, when one stands atop the highest mountain peak, the view is naturally clear and true. Such is the art I strive for. I'm afraid you won't get a real sense of it. Words can only go so far. How about this? Let me paint a floating platform for you. Go ahead and step onto it to experience my words for yourself. He is Castiglione. Um, well, what do you want me to do? A true tribute to the old masters while capturing the spirit. Not bad at all. This is what exquisite composition looks like. Are you also a native of Liyue? Oh, no, no. You're mistaken. I'm from the town of Petrichor in Fontaine. But I reasoned that, finding myself in this paradise like locale amidst such splendor, it was only fitting to don the dress of a gentleman of Liyue here. Ah, you know what? Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. Okay, I'm here. There's another art piece here. The sun, the sun. Wait, there is no sun here. Should be somewhere around here because it's glowing so brightly. Oh, there it is.
たくましい体格は力の象徴。士気の鼓舞にも役立つ。もっと頑張らねば。
Undaunted by drifting clouds. And then they gave me a chest. That is cool. I'm gonna go back to him. Again, I'm probably gonna pick up these chests later. But wow, that was indeed pretty cool. Oh, should you chance upon Maki, I pray you inform him that his use of Trompe l'oeil is simply quite abysmal. What? That's kinda random, but okay. Alright, let me check this part of the mountain first. It doesn't seem like there's anybody here. Honestly, this was always an issue with Liyue. You could never tell where people were and where they weren't. I guess I'll take a seat. Because the mountains do be blocking a lot of stuff. I know there's nobody in that tower because I've been there myself. Mm-hmm. Nobody down there as well. Where's the... There we go. And now... since I searched that place already, let me go. Oh, I basically confirmed everything. There's nobody here left. I wonder if they all went away. Like whoever was here just simply took off. Might as well pick that up now that I've seen it. These things are pretty difficult to find. I don't think there's a lot of characters here that are left. Ooh, but there's a painting. That's cool. A waterfall. Let's smash the water. Oh, this is. Oh, so you start with here. With a swift leap, the figure from the painting lands right in front of you. Oh my god. Greetings, I'm Zangshan Jijing. It's an honor to meet you in person, young heroine. Young heroine, may I ask why you've called out to me? Do you have any urgent matters to discuss? Oh, nothing like that. We just saw you hopping all over the place inside the painting and got a bit curious. Ah, I see. I was merely practicing my Lightfoot techniques. That said, I'm afraid I've treated you to a rather poor display. Lightfoot techniques? Indeed, you see, since rain never falls in this realm, I am unable to practice the rain cutter arts passed down by my master. Not wishing to let my skills wither from neglect, I've restored to training in this manner instead. I often think of those bygone days when the great Master Gua honed his agility upon these very stone piles, eventually reaching the pinnacle of his art. We juniors are of meager talent, yet we strive to imitate even a fraction of his brilliance, hoping for the slightest bit of progress. Young heroine, since fate has brought us together today, and seeing as you are a fellow practitioner of martial mastery, might I ask you to enlighten me with your skills? Just as I hoped, thou shalt witness my skill. Actually, Paimon's the master of our Paimon clan. Shows your moves, master. Ah, so I stand before the master of the Paimon clan, Paimon herself. Forgive my ignorance. Jeez, do you ever even hear yourself? Also, since when does the master do all the heavy lifting first? My thanks. In that case, if I may have your attention. Okay. Have a look at this. Our plum water piles, the pride of Gua. May I ask you to step on the stone piles in order I specify within the allotted time, thus demonstrating your prowess? Actually, I bet even Paimon, the master of the Paimon clan, could pull it off. What? That's impossible, no matter how you... Wait, someone probably could, but flying would be cheating, right? Well then, young heroine, it's time to display your prowess. Goddamn Paimon. Alright, now can I move? Why is the timer moving but I'm not allowed to move? Was this... Then here? Then where? Then here? Then here? That's a bit different from the way he was jumping at me. Your technique is truly extraordinary, young heroine. You bet, Traveler's the real deal. In that case, I wonder if this young heroine might demonstrate the true essence of leaping techniques for me. According to the records, the ancient masters of my sect, Goa clan, could scale city walls as if they were walking on flat ground. Having truly mastered the art of roof running and wall scaling, they distilled these skills into leaping techniques. Incredible. We might as well give it a shot. You've done plenty of climbing around looking for treasures anyway, haven't you, traveler? Okay. Go to the next location. I mean, thankfully, I have the best climber in the entire game. So, the hell is wrong with you? Let me have my fun. Go away. Young heroine, are you prepared? Let's begin. Um, this has nothing to do with climbing. Truly awe-inspiring. I'm deeply impressed. That being the case, I have one more humble request. I wonder, have you young heroine heard of the cloud striding techniques? Rumor has it that our Grandmaster Gua once ascended to the heavens amidst a purple haze, treading upon the very air as if it was solid ground, all made possible by none other than his legendary secret art. Sounds a bit far-fetched to me. Yeah, sounds like some real hogwash, but come to think of it, we could pull off something similar by using a wind glider. Oh, then might I ask you to show me a thing or two? Okay, so his third challenge is through a wind glider. And yet again, the timer is running while I'm unable to act. That is not fair. Then fine, I will do a plunge attack. Where's the rest of them? There's like 3 particles left that we are chasing. And they're running away. Fascinating. One could call that treading upon air, but you have inspired me all the same. My thanks for your guidance, young heroine. Vernal hides the raincutters. Thick as the soft clouds are, the sweet dew simply refuses to descend. Are you waiting for something? I'm waiting for the rain. Greetings. I am Jiang Xin, the Rainbreaker. Back in the day, my teacher passed on to me the secret how technique rain can in which the sword carries the power of the rain. My movements that flow and that's all. In my humble opinion, since I am to coalesce the power of the rain into the sword, I must wait for the rain to fall before I commence my practice. Unfortunately, nothing ever changes in this place. The clouds may come and go, but never has a drop of rain come down. And how can I possibly cut without the rain? All the time one could ask for, and yet my sword technique has scarcely improved. Well, you could try training underneath a waterfall. That might work. Technically, it could count as, water falling on top of you. I guess. Maybe. I don't know. But I've searched this entire place. I kind of have searched this entire place and this place too. Doesn't appear to be a lot of people aside from quests related to treasure. And so I guess we move on. Let's check this place as well since we can kind of do that. There is also the Path of the Forgotten World. No, let's check this out. So 1 second. I'm gonna heal while I'm here anyways. Already saw this place. Wait, what? I could have sworn this path was open. Why is it closed now? Okay, now I'm certain this path was open. I don't know why it's closed. But I guess we'll go here. I'm going to guess this area is empty. It is. Okay. Now this area might have nothing in here. Ah, that might be of value. Let's go to the desert pavilion, which should be the last area.
あっちゃベランダの花がまた枯れてる。毎日水やりしてるのに。もしかして逆にやりすぎ？
Right, let's start from the small building right. God damn it. Well, that thing is dead. I'll be taking that. Thank you. Doesn't appear to be anything there aside from one time related challenge. Feels empty. Nothing in here. Yeah, where did the people of this place go? I could have sworn there were a lot of people here. Yeah, that building is completely empty. Oh, I do like those rocks, bro. Let's try out this place. There is someone here. Someone here. Broken vase. Winnie P. How you doing? Hello there, traveler. Tell me about your era. My era? Well, officially I was an apprentice. In reality, I just hauled bricks. If there is one thing worth mentioning about those days, everyone working on the mausoleum of the King Dasher got double rations of beer every day. Ah, I miss those times, though I can't remember what it tasted like anymore. Where's Kashma? Kashma's gone to inspect the buildings and see what got damaged. Don't worry about her, though. It's safe here now. About the fighting strength rankings? Well, that's top tier, no question. Of course. Oh, there's people here. Can't really talk to them. Standing there, menacingly. Um, guess we go up. There is practically nothing down here. Finally, now I don't have to wonder who that sand in my mouth used to be. What? What? Who? Who that sand in my mouth used to be? Bro, what was your era like? I suppose my era comes slightly after Josephus. You're familiar with him, aren't you? Still, the history in between remains largely the same. To think that a whole generation could slip by without a single meaningful change. Looking at it that way, my era is nothing more than a temple of space, albeit one where everyone grows old. That said, my social standing is far superior to his. After all, I had a spot reserved for me in the cemetery of Irminsul trees. Trees? Plural? Do you have any legendary accomplishments? Actually, the golden ratio for human figure in fine arts, I was the one who performed those calculations. Somewhere down the line, though, the Vitruvian form became Vitruvius form. Now, countless generations actually believe that I was the naked model sketch. I had painters from the later generations walk up to me, look me up and down, and say, "You know, your physique isn't all that impressive." To which I reply, "Because it was never meant to be me." That's, that's really funny. See you next time. That's really funny, my guy. That's actually really funny. Like, imagine being him, where you were. Oh, there's someone else down there. Where you were the designer, you made something, and then people come to claim your art as being you. Like, hey, were you that naked guy we saw earlier? Um, let's go up here, and then I'll go down there. There's probably a challenge down there, right? With that big ass circle. Let me pick this up, girl. I can't talk, can't talk, can't pick this up. Esteemed seeker of knowledge, as a herbad of skeptics, I respect your contribution on behalf of the Academy. I've never heard of this darshan before. That's because it's a long story. Back then, the Academia consisted of more than 6 darshans. Under the guidance of my benevolent mentor, the great sage Nagarjuna, our darshan held a modest place amongst them. At that time, we believed the world must be clearly divided into two poles, light and darkness, Kuverna and the abyss. Only then would the whole of Sumeria, including the forgotten people of the desert, understand they were always meant to stand as one. You wanted to unite the desert folk? Unite? No, I merely sought to enlighten them regarding their true enemy, but unfortunately, you can't likely summarize the outcome. Those tribal chiefs, puffed up with their own might, defamed me as a dangerous schemer, and expelled me before I even had the chance to state my case. Later, I lost my way in the desert, and when I woke up, I was already here. I heard that those tribes were obliterated shortly after the abyssal calamity. They had no idea how fragile their might truly was in the face of the abyss. I see. We've actually run into the people calling themselves the Order of Skeptics before. It is indeed a descendant of our Darshan, and I've heard many of their deeds. Should they have caused you offense, I offer my apologies on behalf of the former skeptics. The methods we once employed have become their purpose. Our philosophy has been simplified and distorted with the passage of time. Even here, time continues to flow. No one can truly triumph over time. Interesting. And then there's the final guy down here. Where'd he go? Oh, over there. Let me get this first. Then I'll go down there. Oh my lord, Maha Vasudeva Yaputra. God. May your Jivitindriya sink deep into the bedrock of this land. May your taste surpass that of every god beneath the heavens. I want to spar with. What's this thing? A most blessed question. That is the revered Psychon of the world bestowing Lord. A sacred fungus born of perfected flavor. Can I move? Oh, that guy! Navagya ever invokes the Lord of Verdure and the Lord of the Flower Garden. Makni Kangan forever prays to the Lord of the Stand. Yet ask them yourself, of the three great lords, which tastes better than my Lord? Know this, do no harm is the righteous path, were for not our Lord's divine flesh, we would be forced to take the lives of beasts, birds, and plants to survive. Alas, how pitiful that would be. Fortunate indeed, when the Lord of Space carried me away from the ground, my Lord's Jiva traveled with me as well. As you now behold, they have grown to this day, bestowing upon me supreme and wondrous flavors. What is blood talking about? But I want to spar with this guy. Does that mean this guy is a local legend of some kind? Because he is encased in a bubble. And if you can I beat him from the back? No. But if you can fight him, he has to be a local legend. Probably. Oh, I'll do that later. I think I've talked to everybody here. There's nobody on the ground. So, yeah. Alright. Let's go back and continue. Let's go here. Temples. And let's finally continue the quest that we were meant to continue. Already talked to Zaytlan before, so actually let me talk once again. Traveler Paimon, thank you. I'm really glad I met you at the end. Yeah, if anything, it feels like I got dragged into all this because of us. Wait, the end? What do you mean? I mean, ours was all pretty dangerous adventures, but I got to see so many incredible things. That's not so bad. Hey, don't just brush Paimon's question off like that. Did I? She did. She 100% did. Okay, Historia. Are you feeling rested? Have you talked to everyone you wanted to? Yes. Very well. Zidlin, calm down for a moment and hear me out. I have no wish to be disrespectful or to speak out of blind hope. Your sister may still be alive. I saw her gravestone. Her picture was right there. But isn't it possible there's nothing buried within? Paimon wants that to be true, really, but isn't that kind of optimistic? In the last letter she wrote me, my sister said she already decided to. That farewell wasn't written as a final goodbye, was it? She said she was going somewhere far away. She mentioned it to me before. She always wanted to travel the world before she got old. Hilda wasn't speaking figuratively. She really did leave the sanatorium and set off. She talked about that? She was always so bright, she got along with people easily. Then she probably never told you that we were all that the other had. I Let me be honest. Let me be cold for a moment. If her leaving would have caused 3 or 4 people to grieve, that weight might have outweighed her sadness. But now it's only me. Me. She knew I'd understand, that I would forgive her for it. It's not like that. You shouldn't think of it that way. You don't have to feel sorry for me. When we were kids, our parents were still around, and life was good. Those memories were enough to carry us forward. But growing up, the world gets hard. I've always been more introverted, and dealing with people at work really wears me out. I thought my sister being so outgoing would have had it easier. But even she always looked exhausted once she grew up. Huh. You two still have a future. Then she probably never mentioned her fiance. He was just a good person, an ordinary one, kind, interesting. Sometimes I wish he hadn't been. If he'd been a bad man, things might have been easier. His family had a hereditary illness, some strange disease that never lived long. He'd joke about it sometimes, blame the Anima Archon for planning Mondstadt too well, so even a family like his never faded out. One day he said he was going to save the world, and then he left. Save the world? Well, the world's still turning, so maybe somewhere out there, in a place no one noticed, he really did. You know how you always say that if someone who lives forever can love everyone and be loved back, the world would drown in sorrow. I think you're right, which means a short life isn't even allowed that much. He wanted to give his life to love, and it only hurt my sister more. So much that she was sent to a sanatorium in the mountains, this very place beneath our feet, a place steeped in curses. She never told me any of this. I'm sorry. And knowing all that, you still think she's alive? I do, because she did something here. And because of my fear, she was forced to live on. You have my respect, Astoria, you really do, but I think you've seen too much suffering across history. Pain vast enough to drown the world, for someone as ordinary as me, even a small part of that is enough to bury an entire life. You can't truly understand my sister and I. So how do I set foot on the mortal earth once more? I'm just a short-lived little someone. Eternity isn't meant for me. Ugh. Mr. Astoria? This place used to be completely cut off from the world above. There was no way in and no way out. But after Nihilita fell, Dex seems to have gained the ability to carry people of the living world between the pillar hall and the surface. Even so, it cannot return those who were chosen to come here. It's a watcher in juvenile form, and that limitation is part of its nature. Huh? So you're saying Dex is the same kind of being as Nihilita? If we want to go back down, there's only one way. We have to give up every memory we have, everything we know, and climb to the very top. In the past, that meant meeting the mistress. Now it would be Melanta. So I can't go with you, but at least let me see you off. So you lose all your memories. Chapter 1 completed. It's crazy that all of that was just chapter 1. What the hell is happening? Everything is red. The cubes are falling from the sky. Oh, not again. Literally, not again. Hey, wake up. Hello. You said we'd watch the sunrise together. How are you still asleep? Wait, isn't that Paimon's voice? Where'd she go? No, I'm stuck to walking. I can't even run. There we go. Now I can run. Whoa. This is the third time we've come here, isn't it? I hope it's just a cloud. It is. Whoa, 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 what the fuck? Um, that's coming closer. Okay. Okay. Interesting. And she got turned into paper. How about no? What if I just, walk out? What are you gonna do then? You can't do anything. Hey, wake up. Hello. Ah. Help. That is cool. It's just the red cubes. Man, this looks cool.
じゃあ行くよ。
Wait, who's that? Is that Historia?
今宵月を刺さる。
強行
あれ？はっ、浮気。 山の地。どれどれ。
Scared heart. Back shot. Let's go. It is Historia. Once more, we return to this place. Last time I came, by human lifespans, it must have been many, many, many generations ago. Looks like we've all been cast back into the apathic interval. So how are we supposed to get out? The usual way is through meditation, learning to master your mind and thoughts, and then letting go of every desire. In short, we must maintain a state of complete nothingness. Simply said, is simply enough said, but depending on a person's nature and the strength of their desires, it can take anywhere from a few years to several centuries. For someone like you who carries the fate of the world on your shoulders, your desires probably cannot be cast aside, nor should they be. Then what do we do? Let's find Zaitlin and figure out from there. What do you pick up? Wait, Dex was dragged in as well? In that case, there may yet be a chance to turn this around. Since Dex is also a watcher, it might be able to use the power contained within these fragments to force open a path. We're going to need to give these fragments a name. I've heard of these overwrought coffins. They were set up by one of the temple mistress's sisters, Maranasati caskets, I believe they were called. In which case, let's call these fragments Death Muse shards. What a cool name. I see. You know what? I'll take this since I don't know if I can come back here or not. You can just walk on top of this. That's cool. Whoa. It destroys the freaking pillar in an instant. Might be best to just invul frame through it. What is it doing? Whoa. I can collide it. Well, now I'm not going to take any damage. Never mind. Stretch the block. Oh, those blocks. Am I close enough? Hold on. Oh, I can't use that. That's cringe. Hey, let's go. All right, guys, wait a second. Um, got something to take care of. All right, I'm back. I was just talking with friends. Who is it? Who's there? Traveler, one who belongs to this era. I think I saw him get captured before when he was meditating. Oh well, though I know nothing of your time. My name is Alara. I was once an aesthetic of the age of sun. God damn. I no longer remember how much time has passed since I came here. Even this place has broken my cell in cultivation. So it is true. Cultivating a mind without thought or desire leads one to reincarnate in the unthinking heaven of evil. It was nothing. No need to thank me. Well, thanks all the same. Saving you was more of a spur of the moment thing. That said, we're planning to look for a way out that isn't meditation. Are you not practiced in the art, or is it simply not taught in your era? The first time I left this place, it took me hundreds of years. I gave up my pursuit of truth and my longing to see my loved ones again. This time, I'm not willing to give up any of those. That makes the two of us. Dex has picked up another Death Muse shard. Looks like a key, doesn't it? Death Muse. Oh, you mean the Maranasati meditation technique? I know of it, and I used it in cultivating one's mental state when facing death. Okay, I'll pick this up. I don't know when I'll come back. The sea is forming, so I guess we can just go here. Okay, we've cleared that. I'm thinking we probably need to go there at the very end. The third cube. What? Oh. Wait a minute. What if I just... Yo, what is it gonna do now exactly? There might have been a flaw in this stage. Just say. Might have been a flaw in this stage. Ah, that's just great, bro. That's great. That's wonderful. Come closer real quick. Thank you. I wonder if this was intentional. Oh, Zaitlin. Are you alright? I'm fine. I just had a very long nightmare. Forget it. Pretend I didn't say that. I can't take it anymore. Why does this keep happening to me? Why is it always me? First mom and dad, and now my sister? It's okay. We're here. I know, I'm not angry at you. Well, he got the third one. What has Dex picked up? I call it a Death Muse shard. It may be a way to move from death to onto life. Let's go. Yes, let's. Now that Zaidlin's been found, let's try to find a way out. Are you sure we can get out of here by ourselves? Alanta and Hilda can move within this place freely, and they usually bring people with them. In which case, Dex should be able to do the same. That's 3 Death Muse shards collected. Though I should say this is a temporary name, since I have no clue what Dex will be using them for either. What's next, Dex? Let's follow its directions. Let's pick this up first. So, probably telling us to go. Hmm. We have to go over there. I'm gonna check that area out. Or have I been here already? I might have been here already. Look, something's floating in the air. Oh, we have to take it up. Hey, yo! This man punched a hole in the sky. Climb the stairs. Oh, these stairs. Let's go, everybody. Ah. That does not look ominous at all. Oh, it's starting to close the path. Whoa. Ow, ow. Ow. Doing a circular motion really does protect you from a lot. Ooh. Hey, I dodged that. What the hell? No, no, no. So Dex's shield is gone. But we are outside. Yeah, it is red all over. So now what? I mean, we've gotten out, that's for sure. Oh, that path is gone forever. Where did you two go just now? Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Paimon was calling your names the whole time. Why wasn't Paimon dragged into the apathic interval? That is pretty sus. Well, maybe because other than eating and sleeping, she doesn't really think about much at all. That makes sense. Looks like Melanta really is angry now. She didn't even make any comment about that. Sending Traveler up to face him has become urgent. Let's talk somewhere else. This place isn't exactly safe anymore. Well, I know no one asked, but hello everyone. My name is Lara. Judge. I'll pick this up.
いいものザックザクうちにもちょうだい冗談だってば あんたが持ってていいよ。
Okay. Lind, I can't let you return to the human world like this. And yet, once again, I stayed silent out of cowardice. If you go back to the mortal world this way, I know what choice you'll make. We've said all we needed to say. That's all this is. What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't get it. I don't either. When we talking about how we can manifest the path to the heavens and then teach Malanta a lesson, the one who went to face Malanta for all of us, the one who gave up every last memory, was your sister Lynn. What? Back then, the early signs of Malanta's madness had begun to surface, and many suffered for it. After all, we are not machines, and with lives that stretch on without end, that which we forget will always find its way back. She heard of Melanta's increasingly unreasonable tyranny, saw that many souls had been cast down by his judgment. I told her to treat everything here as nothing more than an unpleasant glimpse of paradise. No need for anger, no need for sorrow. Since she too had been sent up here by Nihilda, Dex could always send her back. And what would it change returning just as she was? That's exactly what she said as well. You two really are alike. I've heard that many times before. But she was bright and talkative. You are reserved, steady. That's what many people say too. Wait, you said this before, didn't you? With the god of Temple of Space gone, the path to the heavens won't vanish after it's been used once. So, are we supposed to take the path Daitlin's sister left for us? If that was the case, then my tactical advice would be simple. We rush in and beat the stuffing out of it. No one knows what Melanta said to Hilda, but afterward, in a fit of rage, he severed the path to the heavens that had been formed from your sister's memories. And Hilda has already left this place. Then doesn't that mean someone has to give up all their memories again to get us up there? Ooh. And it's gonna be Zaitlin, isn't it? Hey, what about Dex? Isn't it the same species as the baddie? If Melanta can go back and forth, then maybe Dex could do it too if he tried hard enough. The space separating the atrium of suchness at its highest form, the Hall of Emptiness, is called the Corridor of Nothingness. The corridor's power comes from the temple itself. It is the rule of departure, while the Watchers exist to uphold that rule. Dex is only an immature Watcher, and it lacks the authority to control it. But then what can we do? I'll offer up my memories. But I've said it before, this happened because of my cowardice. The truths I know, the history, the knowledge, they are too heavy to bear. I hesitated and Hilda saw right through me. Compared to you, the suffering of an ordinary human life really must seem like a negligible price. No, absolutely not. Everyone says you're a treasure to humanity, let someone else do it. But Traveler and Paimon, we still have some important things to take care of. That's not right, Paimon. Everyone is equal. Bearing great responsibility is no reason to sacrifice others. And going around asking who's willing to give up everything they've lived through, that doesn't feel right either. Let me do it. Of course, I knew she was gonna do it. Zaitlin, you're saying the exact same thing your sister did, but this time I absolutely refuse to accept it. You've been here witnessing history across the ages, seeing every wonder this world has to offer. After all that, doesn't even a tiny part of you feel attached to this world? I think I finally know the answer to that question now. That most fundamental question of philosophy, which is whether one chooses to go on living tomorrow. You hesitated, and even that brief pause is enough to show the answer is already there. Tomorrow is worth living through. No, Astoria. Wise though you are, you made two mistakes. Enlighten me, please. Why did Nihilita chose my sister? And was it really just coincidence that I was brought here? Your sister said it herself. It was just a coincidence. The sanatorium had announced its closure, but before the relocation, she went for a walk at midnight, and that's when she encountered Nihilda. It wasn't an accident. Listen, when you save yourself, you save the world entire. Huh? When you save yourself, you save the world entire. But if my sister hadn't lost everything she once remembered, she would never have chosen to go on living. Now I understand why I was always sure she was still alive. A life that begins anew is full of hope, surely. And here I recall a passage I once read in a novel by Kraswa Echi. The Savior offers himself in a world of darkness, willing bound upon the cross. Only then is their soul redeemed, ascending into the kingdom of light. Willingly bound upon the cross. Okay. So we have Christian imagery here now. Isn't that incredible? It means you can heal your own melancholy and save the world at the same time. So I'm not giving that chance to you. Ah. For a second I almost thought that was Hilda talking, but that's not really her style. Of course not. She doesn't read much. She couldn't quote the classics half as well as I do. Come on, traveler, you're not allowed to object either. When I return to the world below with my memories gone, I'll need you to tell me who I am and where I'm meant to go. Hey, do we suppose how are we supposed to respond to that? We've only just met and you're already talking about erasing everything and starting over like none of this ever happened. A story so good you'd forget everything just to experience it again. That's the highest price there is. You're friends of that caliber, I'd say. Hey, thanks for trying to lighten the mood, but Paimon's still getting all teary-eyed. So, Astoria, please take us there. Is there anything else you need to do? Let's go. I've actually talked to everybody, so it's okay. You arrive at the upper level. May I try to persuade you one last time, Zaitlin? Your argument has already failed, Miss Astoria. My sister's grave down below is empty. Aren't you worried I might just leave now and lie down in it myself? Oh, bro. Alright. The stairway to the heavens manifested from your sister's memories was severe, but part of it should still remain. This time, your memories might intertwine with Hilda's, which might cause something unique to manifest. So, does that mean Zaitlin might still keep half of her memories? I explained this before. Offering up all one's memories has nothing to do with passing through the corridor of nothingness. Allowing you one final glimpse back, that is merely an act of mercy. Oh wait, then won't we end up seeing some really private stuff? Is it really okay for us to go along too? I offer you the memory of a yellow rose seen at sunset years before you were born. I offer you explanations of yourself, theories about yourselves, authentic and surprising news of yourself. You still have to answer every question about me, you know. So feel free to look. These will prove indispensable in rebuilding the real me. If it concerns her privacy, then we'll watch it together. Leaving her little sister to wander through the world alone, she had it coming. Never mind trying to talk though. Now you sound like you're just being mean. And look at you, suddenly so chatty. Is that so? Are we building the corridor of nothingness's stairway to heavens right here? Yes. Then let's begin. Flashbang. You arrive at the corridor of nothingness. Dang. We're already here. Can I open any of these? Oh. Why are we seeing this guy? He literally has nothing to do with this. This is a Tanuki from Inazuma. What is he doing here? Yeah, he's from this one location. And this is from Sumeru. This is my sister's handwriting. Oh, are these letters we didn't manage to collect down below earlier? No, just a few messages she left behind, and a short poem she wrote. It's not a farewell. She must still be alive. Can we read all this? Oh, you will. Well, apparently I can't read all this. Mondstadt. Okay, before we talk to Zaitlin, I gotta talk about what just happened. So those were all memories of Zaitlin's sister Hilda. So those had to be memories of before, or rather after she went through here, which means that she observed the world yet again in a somewhat of a different light compared to what she had when she was, experiencing that in her first life. Pretty poetic words. I loved it. I loved that poem. It didn't rhyme at all, and I kind of hated the fact that it was just white text in a lot of white scenes where I could barely read them. So, devs, please learn how to use stroke context. It's very important. My sister's poem. Oh my, it's all emotion, not a lick of literary flair. That's what I said. It didn't rhyme at all. Still, it's not bad. You still remember who we are, Zaitlin? Hey, Astoria already said my memories will only fade quickly once we leave this place. So I know exactly who you are and who I am. What I just saw was all the words my sister used to read out to me when we were kids. The words we dreamed of together. Are there really sunken treasures beneath Fontaine's high seas? Are there really yokai in Inazuma's Chiju forest? Yes to both of them. Do magical spirits like the Aranara really exist in this world? Have I grown up too much to ever see them again? Yes, again. You're completely correct. The Aranara do exist, and they draw power from people's memories. Then I must be an Aranara too. Hell no. From now on, the path to the heavens linking the Hall of Emptiness and this tower, they will exist only as two girls shared longing for a beautiful world. Huh. That too is a kind of eternity. The garden where Liliac lives.
いいものザックザクうちにもちょうだいちょうどんだってばだったら
Alright,
持ってていいよ
it's time to box. Child of humanity. No, you are my creator, my lord. Why would you choose him and abandon me? Hey, did it suddenly fly into a rage? Send them back. What is blood talking about? Oh god.
難攻不落
新月が来る
進軍俺につけ
どれどれはっくれ
天道万象
Alright, to the hit.
月を捧ぐ
血人先生
There's three of them, that's why. I didn't see the third one.
どよめく神学火炎を刻め、はあ
Down. Red doesn't mean good, right? Are we gonna, start running or... Alright. I guess we're here now. Find the hidden enemies and defeat them. You will occasionally see these special invisible keepers only by finding and defeating all the weaknesses they leave behind. You can get out of this. Doesn't even reach him. This is probably the evil guy, right? We gotta find the ominous red light and kill it. Oh, those are red lights, but they're not ominous. They're normal. Those aren't red. Gotta be a red light that's also... Damn. Oh! I saw that. Well, so far nothing. We are red here, but not ominous enough. Alright, bro. Are you even trying to hide? Oh, wow, how majestic. Oh wait, his wings changed. Actually, never mind that. His entire body changed. He's not like a glossy red blob anymore. Outlander, since you're no child of humanity, how should I address you? My name is Traveler, or Cyber. And what do you mean by child of humanity? All who descend from the first ancestor shaped by the Lord of all, and those born of that lineage are called children of humanity. Even the artificial people of the primordial sea, granted special pardon, are counted among them. Granted special pardon. So Folkalore's plan succeeded. But you stand outside this order. Why did a god take my brother? I cannot answer because I do not comprehend it myself. I once believed it was merely punishment for transgression, but now I fear there is a deeper meaning behind it, as it is with the heretical myth that light and darkness birthed the primordial human. Oh my god, my throat. Why are you suddenly answering all our questions so readily? This is a rule engraved upon my very soul. When a human child offers up everything in pursuit of an answer, I must speak in the Creator's stead and withhold nothing. In the end, that human child will forget all things, fleeting answers, internal release. This, too, is an expression of divine mercy. Then why are you being so harsh to the people in the Hall of Emptiness? This, too, is law. With the Creator absent and nihil fallen from grace, I must uphold the measures once set by my Lord. This place exists only to preserve. All innovation, all evolution is forbidden here. If I remember correctly, your name is Melanta, right? I know your name, human child. Zaitlin. How did my sister speak of me to you? She said that she and I could never reach a accord, but that one day her younger sister would come and defeat me. Hey! Did you hear that? In the end, you're the ones who were dragged into this. Victims in my conflict. So we're just hired muscle chasing a bit of pay. That Nihilita, seriously. Nihilita, the traitor, the fallen one. He abandoned his charge, yet dares to proclaim himself enlightened. We watchers were meant only to stand in silence, keeping vigil here at the pillar hall of the world. You got worked up all of a sudden. Guess you're the type to get all silky to see someone else free while you're stuck. But my sister miscalculated in one way. I'm an introvert. I'm not good with words. I've read a lot, sure. Maybe I even understand plenty of truths. But I avoid talking when I can. The one who'll change your mind is me. The Traveler, I'll leave it to you. Okay, that is very funny. What did you do to me? Can you be petrified? No, you can't. I guess you're a boss level enemy for a reason. This man recovered his HP. And then ran away again. Okay, bro.
じゃあ行くよ
Now he's gotten a lot of HP. Kinda dangerous.
今宵月を捧ぐ
進軍破竹のごとす
Yeah, we're starting to deal damage again. And he's starting to run away again. That's not funny.
わけ山の地
あまたの巨像を打ち破らん
Oh, I'm drawing power from his mirrors.
移して
強行
じゃあ行くよ
Stop running away, you stupid bitch.
排除せねば神の炎よ天道万象の雲のすべてを差し貫け
生きて三月よ
I guess I'll buff up.
俺につけ
松を下す
せよあれどれそれどよめく神学火炎
採血の時
移して
排除せね
どれあれ
Oh, he's almost dead for the second time.
響け格のない流れて
ば今千の世界が滅びる
Gotta draw from 4 different areas now. Oh! Let's get right on to it. Nihilita. Nihilita. I understand. I understand now. When the divine departs the throne, all creations are free. Melanta. What do you want to say? This comes from years of living alongside my own melancholy. Though I suppose I'm saying it a bit late. If your melancholy feels uncontrollable, that's a psychological illness. You should seek help early. He just told this guy to go to therapy. Get treatment and cooperate with others administering it. You are like your sister, utterly incomprehensible. Yeah, creatures like us, manifestations of rules. Who shall we see when we fall ill? Do you feel guilty now, beating up a patient? Yes, getting to know others has changed you a bit, Zaitlin. You sure have picked up some bad habits along the way. We introverts are all a little twisted on the inside. Yeah, we carry guns and shit. You won't be seeing me like this for much longer anyway. There you go again, saying something super sad. Like I said, I've got a dark side. Melanta, I still have questions. Then ask them now. I won't be here much longer. Passing judgment on the painter who defiled the laws of space, serving the paths with the corridor of nothingness. Those were acts of transgression. My rebellion has triggered self-destruction as per the rules themselves. In truth, I would rather not answer your questions, but I suspect even that small act of defiance would only hasten my disappearance. About my sibling. You've already come this far, have you not? Your will is still your own, and your feet are still unshackled. Go find your sibling yourself. We went through how many nations exactly? Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, Sumeru, Fontaine, and then Natlan into Nordkrai. So 7 nations. And throughout this entire time, the final answer is go find him yourself. Yeah, thank you, sir. You are not like me, a being who bound their own wings only to watch them break. Why are you tormenting everyone? Tormenting them. No, I'm correcting them. I'm returning them to the form heaven intended. They ascend to heaven, yet reject its sacred stillness, and cling instead to the corruption of the mortal world. So that's it. I'm jealous. Jealous of them. Jealous of the fallen Nihilita. Jealous of change. Jealous of freedom. Jealous of life. I thought that if I did everything right, then when my creator returned, she would praise me. That would have been enough. Enough to soothe me. Enough to prove them all wrong. Why would she not look back? Why did she not ask if I wished to leave beside her? If you were always this stubborn and heartless, the answer shouldn't be hard to grasp. If you'd showed even a hint of rebellion, she might have taken you with her. Zaytlin, is there anything you wanted to ask? Me? Let me think. I want to know why people say the sanatorium is cursed. Was the abyss brought disaster to this land? The knights stationed there fought to the last and did not retreat. Oh my god, 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. I have the flu right now, so it's kind of painful to read this with my air passageway being blocked a little bit. But I gotta do this since I don't have a lot of time. The knights stationed here fought to the last and did not retreat. When the report of the battle arrived at Dorman Port, it contained only a single line. No one who went to the Windrest Peak returned. I see, so there was never a curse, only warriors who fell in battle and slumber on the peak where the knights of the West Wind rest. My time is almost gone. I am filled with hate for all of you, and still I want nothing more than cling to consciousness, to let my awareness live on unbroken. You and your sister, mortals who love everything and everyone, you still yearn for an ending, and I, who want so badly to go on living, I must face mine instead. Nihilita, my weariness runs deeper than words. And then he died. The hell? That looks exactly, and I mean exactly, like the god who we fight in the very beginning of the story.
仲間たちと報酬を分け合おう。
How interesting. So someone was watching us from the beginning. We have to go down some. How the hell do we do that? The gate that we got through here is no more. It was supposed to be here. Now it's not here. Guess I gotta just teleport, huh? Can I select that teleport waypoint? Thank you. And do I go back here? Nope, this is solid ground now. Okay, so I gotta just teleport back. Not here, bro. God damn it. God damn it. These layers, bro. Let me just go here. I'm not dealing with these teleport waypoints, bro. I'll just come back here, then find my way. Well, we are back. We taught Melanta a lesson, Historia. Indeed, looking at the sky tells me as much. Did Melanta say anything useful? You tell a story of what just happened. The word watcher originally referred to those who are awakened and enlightened. A watcher who closes their eyes can only be swallowed by darkness, yet awakening itself defies the Creator's will, and is thus condemned as a fall from grace. Speaking of which, Dex, we taught you, played with you, took good care of you. You were raised by all of us together. When you grow up, remember the kindness we've shown you, okay? By the way, the heretical myth about the light and darkness birthing the primordial human, do you have any idea what it refers to? I'm not entirely sure what Melanta meant either. The first thing that came to mind was a parable once condemned as heresy by the angels. It tells of a god of light who created a body in its own likeness, only for it to be stolen away by the king of darkness. Thus, within that single body, the powers of light and darkness began to contend with one another. And so the primordial human, bearing both, came to possess both good and evil. It's a lesser known version of primordial human myth. That's a bit too bare bones, not sure it'll help us as much. And I'm afraid I cannot recall much else about this at the moment. Aren't you going to say goodbye to me, Astoria? I owe you an apology, and your sister too. Actually, while I was quiet earlier, I was thinking about something. What is it? What my epitaph should say. Don't get the wrong idea, Paimon. We're not immortal, after all. Everyone needs one eventually. But I couldn't think of anything before. My sister's fake tombstone already had such a good line, you see. Then just now it came to me. And my epitaph will read to be continued. Pretty much on par with one's lifetime doesn't count, would you say? And a JoJo reference on top of that. She's based. A person is a story in motion. It should end just because life does. So goodbye, Astoria. Goodbye, Lynn. And when you see Hilda, give her my regards. I can't promise I'll remember any of this. I can't promise she'll remember you either. Come on, Traveler Paimon, take me back down. Then we'll meet again like it's the first time. So after she leaves that place, she will lose all of her memories. Well, we're back. Wow, you really do wind up seeing anything if you live long enough. I was just thinking earlier, you were incredible back there, especially against Melanta, but what was it you did again? There it is. It's always sad to see someone go. And who are you exactly? Is your memory fading away? Who am I? Your name is Zetlin. That's right. Also, Paimon's Paimon, and this here is Traveler. We're your good friends. Friends? Yes, we're friends who've been through hell and back together. Quite literally. Really? I can feel it. It must be true. And your sister's been traveling the world lately, just to clear her head. Someday the two of you will meet again. She might not remember you at first either, but you share the same blood, not to mention the same face. You'll recognize each other right away. I'm unsure of it. I have an older sister? You can ignore this gravestone. Your sister put it up herself just for fun. It's her way of saying she's been reborn. She's definitely still alive. My sister. Mm-hmm. She's kind of silly, huh? Uh, anyway, there should be some information about you in your suitcase. Take a look. You'll probably remember things once you do. Okay, I will. And one more thing. You're an amazing person. You gotta tell that to people, bro. Like, saved an entire world amazing. Who? Me? Everyone is deeply grateful to you, so live proudly, okay? And if anyone ever picks on you or makes you feel bad, just write to Traveler. There's nothing she can't handle for you. Is there anything you want to do right now? I don't know, but I'm starving. Like, I haven't eaten in days. Hey, Pama's hungry too. She needs food now. Hurry up and empty your backpack. Pamon wants tons of chicken mushroom skewers. That was the first recipe that we learned to make. And she left the sanatorium. Judgment quest completed. Finally. Gotta say, that was one interesting quest. Cleared up a lot, but also left a lot more questions to be answered. The biggest one is that why is all of this connected to the Anemo Archon? Why him of all things? Like, I thought it would be connected to Columbina because, he's connected to the moon. And the moon is the one thing that the original Nihilita or whoever that person was that threw us into this world destroyed, like threw one of the moons away and created a false moon. So I thought we would find everything out through them, but I guess not. Anyways, there are other quests. Do I have time? I think I barely have enough time. So let's go to Dormant Port. I believe there is one more quest here that I could do. Oh, Amatol is here now. Nice. Please, just be gone. Ugh. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, sneaking around like that? Oh no, the white ghost. I, you. It's here. It's going to eat me. Help, help. A strange man yells, "There really are ghosts, there really are ghosts," and runs off in a panic. He staggers as he flees, nearly falls over, clearly terrified. Hammond would never eat people. So there's something in here. Or not? I mean, I don't think I can. There's nothing there, too. Can I open this? No. Alright, let's go back here. That's got nothing to do with it. Oh, do I really have to find quests? Oh, dogs. Ponya is here too. Why aren't the quest markers lighting up? All right, time to look at quests. Let's see. This is version Luna 6, I believe. Yes, it is. The version Luna 6 Genshin quest. There we go. Okay, the first one they're showing is Forest Boar pauses for bloom. That is quite a bit back. That's like here in Millhaven. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's that lady over there. Yeah, that's one of them. Leopoldine. Not again. Why does this keep happening? The field's a mess. At this rate, I won't be able to deliver the flowers on time. What am I supposed to tell my customers? What happened? Look at this. The whole field's wrecked. The flowers were coming in beautifully, and now they're ruined. All because of that menace. That's inhumane. I know, right? Well, not human at all. Actually, it's a forest boar. For some reason, it keeps coming down here lately, nibbling the flowers and then flopping around in the middle of the field. And it's slippery. The moment anyone hears it and heads over, it takes off. Just now, it nearly barreled into an elderly man passing by. It's outrageous. The fellow's a real boor, I tell you. Oh, wait. Hold on. Aren't you the honorary knight? The hero who saved Mondstadt? Then please, I really need your help. Alright, I'll chase it off. That's such a relief. I think it headed towards the valley. It's a clever beastie. You might have to lure it out with flowers, though. Well, you can see what's left of mine. Maybe grab a few windrest flowers along the way and use them as bait? Would serve it right to get fooled for once. Okay. First off, I'm collecting these. Oh, there is a few windrest flowers. I got 4. Get at least maybe 10. Look at these men, the troublemaker boar ran off that. Yeah, but let me get some more. I think I got 6, maybe. Okay. Some ether wing moths are always nice. Right, let's go back. All the hope. Come here. This little fella is taking off so fast. Oh, right here. Where are they though? I don't even see them. Oh well, anyway. We were chasing that boar and suddenly got sidetracked. It went in that direction, right? This entire place is a mess. A lot more boars here. This place looks like it's messed up. This one looks clear. Yeah. Forest boar. Oh, okay. 3. Damn. Why do you need 3? There it is. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh damn, this bastard is tanky. There you go, bro.
天理チョーク
Oh, but he can be stunned. That's interesting.
どよめく進学かえ
進軍俺につけ
剣女盤石
Oh, he's dead.
仲間たちと報酬を分け合お
Why
う
is the wind going over here?
ついてこい
I lost a lot of health on my Zhongli. It's kind of messed up. Oh, you're back. How did it go? We chased it off. Ah, thank you so much. Here, this is for your trouble. Work deserves payment after all. Now I can finally get the flower field back in order. Let's just hope no more inhuman visitors show up again. My, thank you.
まあ多少はムラになるはず
Millhaven's morning
さっさと
plate.
しまったか
Interesting. At least that should put an end to the forest boar barging in and wrecking everything. Finally, I can focus on growing my flowers again. Yeah, go for you, go for you. Alright. Now, the next story quest is Winds Beneath the Tower of Silence. Okay. See, this is at the port side. Okay, no wonder I couldn't find him. It's like around here. There we go, starting to show up on the map. You wouldn't know, Olaf. The knights have already been there more times than I can count. Well, I've been in Shinesnaya lately. This is actually the first time I've heard that the knights have all been to the lighthouse. So what happened? What do you think? The alarm in the old lighthouse still flickers from time to time. At first, Winslow would shout, "The abyss, it's the abyss." The knights took him seriously and went in fully armed, only to find there wasn't a single trace of the abyss. After running back and forth like that a few times, they were completely worn out. If you ask me, it's just an old alarm. It's just the old alarm mechanisms beneath the lighthouse wearing down, but, well, there have been some rumors lately. Oh goodness, and what kind of rumors could that be? Rumors that the ghosts of night fallen in battle long ago are the ones still wandering there. Ghosts? Whoa, you two, don't yell when you're talking about scary things. You guys are even scarier than ghosts. Sorry, Paman didn't mean to. It's alright, it's alright. Conversations are always livelier with more people. And you introduce yourselves to the group at the table. Traveler and Paimon. Oh, I see. So, by the way, how is Winslow doing these days? He was terrified by the light from the alarm. Living in the old lighthouse with mechanism going off all the time would drive anyone crazy. I've heard he's been acting acting a little crazy lately. Then again, you could say that his well-deserved punishment. What do you even care about him? Why do you even care about him? Well, we can't just leave the alarm mechanisms as it is. As a matter of fact, I live near the old lighthouse, and besides, there might be something else down there. I won't be able to rest easy until we go check it out. We can't just leave the poor old Winslow stuck there either, right? Wait, if that's the case, then the thing we ran into outside the old lighthouse earlier, the one Paimon almost ate. Huh? You two ran into something near the old lighthouse? My oh my, could it be a ghost? No, we met someone who looked frantic and completely out of it. Probably the person living in the old lighthouse, right? Winslow. You want to help Winslow? Just so we're clear, the area below used to be an ancient battlefield. I'm not risking my life down there. Besides, even the Knight of Favonius have checked it out and the problem still hasn't been solved. That means we'll need someone even more reliable than the Knights. Say a great hero who saved Mondstadt in the past, for example? And where exactly could you find a hero like that? Look no further, for the great hero is standing right there. Brave heroes, forget my bluntness, but might you possibly entertain my humble request for help? But there aren't. But there are those annoying ghosts. Come on, Paimon, you've dealt with the actual ghosts. At this point, it shouldn't be an issue, right? Ah, but stories say ghosts linger only to guard treasures hidden deep in the mountains. Ooh, treasure. Oh, Paimon, the treasure lover. It's not about the treasure traveler. The person living in the old lighthouse sounds really miserable. Okay. I knew you two wouldn't refuse. Even if there were no treasure at all, I'll still be more than happy to offer some compensation for this adventure. Hell yeah, now we're talking. In fact, I should make some preparations myself. Traveler, how about we meet later at the foot of the old lighthouse? This sounds like too much trouble. I'm staying out of it. I've had too much to drink and need to lie down. Go home and get some proper rest, Leonard. Uh, Best of luck to you all, and Odolf. Even with Traveler around, don't do anything reckless. Of course. What do you have to say for yourself? This is strange. Odolf is being unusually eager this time. Wasn't there some bad blood between him and Winslow? When I heard about Winslow, I expected at least a few sarcastic remarks from him. Could he be possibly planning something? I don't know. We're gonna have to go and check. I should have just teleported. That's my fault. Alright, before we start this quest, I need some water. I need to drink some water, bro. Oh, delicious water. Nothing beating that, bro. All right. Well, we're at the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And so is he. Oh, oh, it's you. You arrived even sooner than I expected. You still need more time to prepare? No, everything that needed doing is already done. What I said just now wasn't a complaint, it was a compliment. Punctuality is rare. Most only keep others waiting. Sometimes arriving early is a virtue in itself. Take a look. This is the kind of mechanism that's been sounding the alarm. It activates because there's a ghost right here, right now. Oh my, it looks like there's a ghost among the three of us. Then I can assure you I'm a living person. I was drinking beer just now. I'm a living person too. So the ghost is Paimon. That's not right. It would appear that there are no ghosts among us. In that case, the alarm probably wasn't triggered by a ghost. I think it could be the abnormal airflow. Old-fashioned mechanisms like this tend to grow overly sensitive. Even the slightest movement can set them off. Rodolph knows too much about this mechanism. Uh, well, I am a local. It's only natural that locals know a few secrets outsiders don't. Yeah, a local. That explains it. You didn't understand a word of that, did you? That's not important, my friends. The mechanism itself is just overly sensitive. The real issue is the winds that shouldn't be blowing out from the underground. Wind coming up from underground. That does sound unsettling when I put it that way. In any case, we won't know what the exact cause is until we go down there. But the door is closed right now. The doors were all connected to the alarm. Since the alarm is malfunctioning, the doors are broken too. Or perhaps Winslow did something. I heard he shut every door he could, trying to block out whatever it was. In the end, he just locked out the kind hearted people like us. The only thing that can keep out all evils is an open heart and a clear conscience. But no matter, I know another route. Only us locals know. Let's head down that way. Okay.
じゃあ行くよ。
So like, god damn it, Shilonen. Why was he mentioning locals over and over? That is blocked. Oh, there's someone here. No, don't come closer. Don't come closer. Stop flashing. Oh dear, Winslow. Who's there? I locked all the doors. How did you get in here? Ghost, please. I apologize. Don't come any closer. Whoa, that looks really bad. He is barely making any sense. The white ghost. The white ghost is here. With a last scream, the man named Winslow nearly faints on the spot. After Olaf's comforting words, he finally calms down and regains some of his senses. Feeling better, Winslow? Better? What do you mean, better? Odolf, what are you doing here? You came to laugh at me, didn't you? And you even brought that white thing with you just to scare me. You locals, all of you, you always pushed me away. You're jealous that I live here. You people, you people. Calm down, Winslow. We're here to help you. We've always been helping you. When you were shouting about moving those damn horrible troublesome things from down below out to the fields beyond the port, we were the ones who stepped in and tried to stop you. Back then I told you there will be consequences, Winslow. It hurts me to see you like this. You And then, just these past few days, I've returned from Shasnaya and heard that you were being tormented by some ghosts. So I immediately brought Traveler and Paimon here. They can solve this problem. We've always been trying to help you, Winslow. Who knows? Who knows if you're doing this on purpose? Even if you don't trust me, you should at least trust Traveler. She's an honorary knight of Favonius. That's enough, Winslow. Staying here isn't doing any favors for your sanity. Look at this poor fellow, Traveler and Paimon. I'll take him up above to get some fresh air. We'll leave the ruins to you. If we fail, then we'll become one of them too. Seriously, there you go saying creepy things again. Stop scaring people like that. I doubt whatever's down here is that dangerous. Well then, best of luck getting everything sorted out. Yeah, we definitely will. Adolf leads the unsteady pale Winslow up away from the ruins beneath the lighthouse. Hmm. The ground doesn't look fine. Hold on. I didn't mean to do that.
いざ
Okay. I guess it's fine. It was not fine. I guess I have to go down. Ooh, 2 boxes. Give me that. Some animal sigils. Nothing this way, so we have to go there.
じゃあ行くよ。
Oh, there's a lot of graves here.
ガンザルハチク
ほらほら。せっはっくれ。いったいった。はっ。いいものザックザク。うちにもちょうだい。冗談だってば。あんたが持ってていいよ。
We can read these? Looks like this is a grave from a long time ago. The inscription on the tombstone is no longer legible. However, you can see that the grave has been tended to quite recently. Interesting. Can I read any of these other tombstones? I guess not. Where are these winds coming from anyway?
流れて。
天道ここにある
ほらほら。せっくれ。待ち伏せはいないね。うちが見張っててあげるから安心して。じゃあ行くよ。
Oh, we're supposed to just go over this one. I thought we had to open that one as well. The alarm was flashing so fast earlier. Paimon really thought there's something dangerous. But now it looks like there's nothing at all. No beast monsters, no ghosts either. Almost feels a little lonely. Loneliness is the most frightening thing of all. Oh, is it? Paimon doesn't fully understand. But where did the strong winds just above come from? But is it coming from above? Oh, something just fell from above. This is like version of 1.1
剣女盤石
like boss enemy.
先生こっちで
移して
難攻不落
流れて
強行で破竹のごとしと
天道万象剣女盤石
Uh-huh.
来た甲斐があった
So what, technically this was kind of dangerous for the main guy. Considering, you know, these things might kill people, so it's good that we took care of it. Is what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. But that door is still not open. What the hell? Well, we're here. Cleared up the problem and everything. But oh, we're back. How's it going? Any more problems with the alarm? No, it stopped flashing. Goodness, that was fast. You two really solved the problem in no time. Yeah, so about the wind earlier. The wind. It must be the cries of fallen knights who refuse to leave this place. The flashing of the alarm was only meant to alert us. Huh? Wait, the ghosts are actually... The ghosts never meant to harm you, Winslow. They were only upset by the idea of being driven away. Really? There were heroes who gave up their lives fighting the abyss here. How could they ever wish you harm? It's all thanks to Traveler and Paimon. They are honorary knights of the Knights of Favonius, and also top tier ghost negotiation experts. Well, that title does sound kind of cool. The loud crash just now, it sounded like the floor split apart. You two weren't hurt, were you? Not a scratch. That's a relief. I was a little worried just now. As for that noise, it was actually, well, it was Traveler and Paimon negotiating with the ghosts of the Knight of Favonius through a form of spiritual arm wrestling. Locals all know about it. It's a perilous method to appease the angry ghosts indeed. Super spiritual arm wrestling? Really? It was a normal cave-in. Such sheer power, bringing down ancient ruins during an arm wrestling match with a ghost. Just another day in the life of the master negotiator, Traveler. In any case, after the negotiations, the ghost's anger should have settled. Then they won't come out to cause any trouble anymore? No, I mean, they won't come out and mess with the alarm again, right? It's hard to say, Winslow. It depends on how you behave. I've been on my best behavior these past few days. I cleared the weeds around the heroes' graves and carefully cleaned their tombstones. Goodness, well done, Winslow. Traveler's negotiation went smoothly and your efforts helped too. If you could stay this way forever, the spirits of the fallen would surely rest easy in their graves. After all, if they can rest in peace, why would they bother coming back to stir up trouble? Relax, Winslow. You see, things always work out in the end, and if the alarm malfunctions again, we can always ask Traveler to come negotiate on your behalf. You're right, Odolph. My thanks to you as well. Alright then, as for the Traveler and Paimon, thank you for what you've done for us. Please take this. This is the last thing I mentioned preparing earlier. I knew you would be able to resolve this. Oh, it's really a reward. Paimon thought you were preparing some kind of adventuring gear. I know my limits. I can handle business well enough, but adventuring is not my strength. All right, my friends, come by the tavern again sometime. Next time we can chat about something a little more interesting. He really did lie to him. Anyways, all right. Let me see if there's anything else left when it comes to quests. Um. God damn, these sites have so many ads. What is submerged dragon soaring phoenix? Oh, I think I've already done that one. Yeah, I have. I have. Ends when beneath the Tower of Silence. Yup, we've done it. We have completely finished up everything. Oh, and we got a reward of some kind. Neat. I can't even summon anymore. Like 4. How far am I? We're at 13, so that would be... If I spend 3 more, we'll be at 65. So I guess I can spend 3 more. Why not, am I right? 1, 2, 3, and nothing. So we're at 65. Next time we'll be here. It's probably better to go here. Alright. That being said, we'll be ending today's stream. Thank you all for watching, whoever was watching. And yeah, this was all of the quests. Basically, part 2 of us trying to complete all of the quests in version Luna 6, I believe. So all of the world quests in this new region. When we come back, maybe tomorrow or the day after, we will basically complete all of the like exploration anywhere, like just wherever we are able to find them, get the exploration to 100% and end this, and probably try to get linear as well, because that's my final goal. With that being said, let's end today's stream. Thank you all for watching, whoever was watching, and like and subscribe, and I will see you all some other time. Goodbye, everybody.